Hey there everybody, welcome back to another Wheelassassin video. This is part number 18 of our Starcourt Mall series, and in today's video I'm going to teach you guys how to build the loading dock to our Starcourt Mall. So we of course have a Lynx kind of trailer back here just to represent the sort of Russian way of getting supplies to the base downstairs. We of course have the elevator entrance. Let me just spin around. Here we go, and you can of course go up to the elevator, punch in the I think it might be a key code. Is it a key code, or is it even a you know, like a swipe of a card or something? I can't remember, but that is there anyway. And then we go on in and we've got like loads of storage to represent the crates that are being taken down to the Russian base, or made to look like a storeroom. You know, it's a bit of a sneaky one. And then of course we have up there the trapdoor that I think Steve, when Steve, Robin, Erica and Dustin are going down to the Russian base to kind of investigate, they get trapped in the elevator for the first, you know, time they go in. So they of course have to use the bathroom, and I'm pretty sure Steve goes up there, and that is where Robin's like, "Can you please change the direction of your stream?" Very funny scene. Alright, that was a bit cringy, I'm sorry. Alright, so yeah, we have that there anyway. So the elevator, the trailer, then you can actually take the doors that they run into as they're escaping the Russian base. So once they've actually, you know, Robin and Steve have been drugged, and Dustin and Erica, you know, trying to help them escape the Russians, you know, getting out of the base, they run straight into this room, back into Starcourt over here, this massive corridor, because there are some Russians stationed here, kind of waiting for their arrival. So they have to run back into Starcourt and then go meet up with the others eventually. This door over here just takes you into the back of Claire's, so that is where that door is going to connect up. Over here we have some decorations, so some staff maybe want to get a drink and or a snack or something. So there's a couple of vending machines just here. A couple of doors that go down to the ground level. Of course, if you are on a super flat world that can't go down, please do not worry. You can always build these like halfway, so only like 2 blocks, say, going down, just to give off the impression that they're going down. And you could always, what you could do is stick a command block sort of on your last block going down, and program it to take you to the lower level that you'd probably be building besides your this floor basically. So yeah, let me know what you guys come up with in the comments down below. I'd love to hear. And then we go into the big old storeroom back here. Again, this is a little bit of space I needed to fill up, so I went ahead and made this entire area for some stores to like store some extra stock in, or you know, maybe some work clothes or something for some of the staff, like janitors and electric men or something like that. You know what I mean? A bit random, I know. If you guys want to change the space up to make it a little bit more interesting, please absolutely feel free to do so. I just added this in because it was a little bit of a gap that I needed to fill. And then we lastly have the sort of a lounge for the executive directors to have a conversation about Starcourt's progress, how much money has been taken in, and whether or not they should make new stores, and you know, blah 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 blah. So this is probably where they discussed adding the Taco Bell that is going to go downstairs. You know, like it says coming soon and things. So yeah, this is probably where it went down. But yeah, so we've got quite a few sections to do today, so we're definitely going to be taking our time trying to get this done nice and simple, but of course making sure that we all understand it. There is also another corridor just here, I forgot to mention. This one connects up to the Regis hairstylist, and then it goes right the way along the back of Warren's books, and until you reach the second entrance. Of course, if you were extending Starcourt out, that wouldn't be your second entrance, but instead more of the mall. So yeah, lots to do, and let's just get doing it. Alright guys, so I'm at the back of Warren's books right now. I've grabbed these materials. I've grabbed some smooth quartz block, some light blue concrete, some red concrete, a birch door, a spruce door and an oak door, just for now. So the first thing what we're going to do is, as you'll notice, when we were building this second entrance, we did actually finish off this wall, so we marked out the corridor already. Now that is going to be super helpful because that has already marked out this entire row, so that is wicked. We're just going to go ahead and double stack this wall back basically, so add another row, exactly the same as that first one, just back here. Avoid the sandstone at the moment. Then we are going to go ahead and build here, so a block away, so we're not, you know, in line with that door, because obviously we want to keep that open and you know, get some access to that. So let's build right the way along, and then we're going to curve the corner to go back into Regis back here. Oh, only for a layer like that, my mistake. Okay, then we are going to go a block away, so we have like 1 by 1 corridor, and build this going right back into that left side of the wall now. Then we're going to take our red concrete and go over the quartz we've just built all the way along, and for both of these strips. Now I was going to make this video another toilets video, but I really didn't want to, like, you know, just give you guys too many toilet videos, you know, in one go. It's too much for the brain. So we're going to do that next episode, and that is hopefully going to finish off all the bits and pieces that go on this first floor. Of course, we do need to mark out the balcony, but that is not too much trouble, to be honest. That is actually quite simple. So blue concrete next. We are going to go this time above the door frame because we can now, and we're going to take this all the way along until we reach Regis's wall once again. And again, do this for the other wall too. Right the way along here. Sweet. Then we can take our smooth quartz and just go ahead and stack these up for 2 lots now on both of these walls. Very colourful walls, not going to lie. We may as well stack it up for 3, to be honest. Yeah, let's do 3 so we're at the top of Warren's books. As you guys know, we are not doing the roof as of yet. We're going to leave that until last because obviously we want to have enough light so we can see into the ground floor, the basement level. Well, for those of you that are, you know, using a sort of wide you can go down on. For those of you that aren't, don't worry, we will get definitely onto the roof as soon as we can. I just want to leave it off at the moment just so as well it's a little bit easier for me to teach you guys certain sections, because obviously when you have a bird's eye view of a store in Minecraft, or even just a build in Minecraft, it is actually much easier to teach someone than just doing it via, especially with my pictures. I take the worst photos to try and refer back to, so that is definitely helpful for me. Alright, so we're going to basically mimic these 2 walls and add them in here. So 1, 2, 3 with your quartz going down from the top, and then 1 light blue above the door frame. We can then drop into the floor and all the way along even until we reach the other side. We're just going to take our quartz and fill this entire row in until you reach that red concrete just there, the red wall even, and this block here. So because we already have a door on the back of Warren's, we don't need to put one on, but that was just in case. And we should have a door on Regis. Yeah, we do. So technically we don't need the spruce doors, but if you did forget them, make sure to put this Regis one going back into the build. And I think it's the same with the Warren's books. Let me just double check. Yeah, it is. Cool. Okay then. So what we can do next is we can go ahead and mark out the next corridor. That is going to go here. We leave a big open space for the elevator. You could make it much larger if you wanted to, because we do leave out quite a lot of this space. But I made mine small and a bit compact, just so that I could have enough space really to, you know, build some other little bits and bobs if I wanted to, or even connect this corridor to this one, which I didn't get a chance in the end, but, you know, I might do that eventually. Who knows? Okay, so first thing we're going to do is mark out our quartz on the floor. Going to go right in this corner, so where those double doors are going to go, just besides the loading dock, is where we're going to start. So build a backwards C in the corner, then of course leave that 2 block gap for the doors, build 4, then build all the way up to this wall, just up here, then build out a block, so you're now kind of in line with this one, and then we're going to build back, going down, up until we reach, let's do it up until we reach there, so just there, a block after the wall ends. That's awesome. Okay, so we are now going to do this once again, but we're going to do over here. So we're going to build this up, and it's going to go from this point. So from this point here, so this where we count 1, 2, 3, and on 4 is where we're going to stop, and we're going to curve back in. But of course we need to leave a gap because we're going to go back into where Claire's is going to go. So build that wall along like so. Then we can go 1, 2 blocks out. Yep, I'm just double checking as I go along. Don't want to make a mistake. And then we are going to go ahead and curve this around. So it's going to go down right to the corner and right next to Flash Studio. Then going to go ahead and build this along until we reach this end wall and stop right there for now. Awesome. Sorry for stopping so quickly, guys. I just remembered we do need some prismarine bricks as well. So I'm going to go into this corner, and this kind of 1 by 1 row besides Claire's and Regis, we are going to fill this in with just 1 long row of prismarine bricks, just like that, until you reach the end of Regis's wall. Now you notice, of course, we are a block away from Claire's, so we're going to go ahead and curve this back round. Go up to here, replace these 2 quartz either side of the door, so with prismarine. And then we are going to go ahead and curve back in to the Flash Studio wall down here. These 2 blocks could also be filled in if you'd like. I might fill them in. Yeah, that'll look actually a bit better. Then we can go ahead and take our quartz and we can go ahead and fill over where we built the prismarine. And we're going to fill over until we reach a block away from the top of our shops. So that's 3 layers, 4 layers you're going to need to do. And then prismarine bricks back over the top. Boom. Exactly the same over here now. So another 4 over the top of these prismarine bricks. So that's now 2 almost. Boom. And 3. Whoop. There we go. And then 4 just here. Cool. A little bit of a grind, not going to lie. But once you get it done, it does look pretty cool. Also go ahead and fill over these 3 blocks above the door frame. And then don't forget your prismarine bricks right over the top. And back into the corner. Wicked. So now we have an outline around Claire's, almost like a sort of dividing wall between the 2 stores. And it also helps us to mark out where the hallways and elevator and all the crazy bits are going to go. So that's awesome. I'm actually happy I filled in this one, because on my original I didn't fill it in, and it was very confusing to check what I'd done here. So happy days. Alright, so now we can take our red concrete and just go a block over all of these quartz. Every single one. Obviously we've stopped at the end of Flash Studio for now, but we are going to extend along because we need to build that sort of storeroom I added in. But we'll do that later. That's not too much of a trouble at the moment. So red concrete all the way along this one as well. And then of course your layer of light blue concrete going all the way along these. These 3 materials are kind of the colours of Starcourt. So they're the kind of commercial colours for the actual mall. So definitely the light blue, because that represents the neon lights out the front. As you can see just there. And the red of course symbolises the sort of carpet, the sort of very, what is it? Very rich look to the place, you know. It looks very, very unique and expensive, which I suppose it is, especially with what we saw in one of Season 3's episodes where Mike tries to get that present for 11. Goodness me. I've been in his situation, definitely. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take our quartz. I'm going to go around all of our blocks now on the light blue concrete, and we're going to go straight up to the roof until we reach the sort of store's roof. I was like, I'm in an iron about what I was saying there, you know. I was kind of like, it was really hard to say what I was trying to say. There we go. So up to the prismarine bricks is where you want to stop, basically. So do it all the way over every single one of these light blue concrete blocks. Fill it up 3 times. Almost there. Like I said, this is such a long process, so if you do want to come back on a different day, you just want to leave yourself a timestamp in the description, the comments even, feel free to do so, guys. That is no problem at all. And of course, don't forget to pause if you do get stuck or anything. Come on, dude. Almost there now. And then once again, fill up these 3 over the door frame. Here, I think we only leave 2 blocks, but I'm going to leave this 3 at the moment because I will go double check that. But yeah, leave 3 for now, and then we'll check that out later. Over here, what we're going to do is we're going to place light blue, then I'm going to place 3 lots of quartz, then I'm going to place 3 lots of quartz, light blue, 3 lots of quartz. Now, you could just leave that a very, very large open passageway, but as this is a passageway, and that's what it's supposed to represent, I've made it quite hollow, not hollow even, quite small, that's what it's supposed to say. So yeah, that looks a little bit cooler. Awesome. Alright then, so what I've actually got next is this kind of stairway and entranceway and stuff like that to go down to the lower level. So we're going to go ahead and add in this wall over here. Oops, my mistake, wrong material. So of course copy what you've been doing for these walls and make sure to get your 3 quartz above, stopping before you reach that top sandstone on the exterior walls. Now you'll notice we have basically this block in line almost with this one. That is good. We want to go ahead and mark this up, so we want to extend this up and extend it across till we reach this block. Cool. Then we are going to go ahead and remove 1, 2, 3 of those blocks, so we have that walkway. Then I'm going to go ahead and place my red concrete, my light blue, my 3 quartz on top, like so. Cool. Alright then, I'm also going to do one row just here, and another row just here. Now again, I'm not too certain with this doorway, so I'm going to leave this open for now, and we'll come back to that a little bit later on. Alright then guys, so what we can do next though, is we can go 1, 2, and on 3 is where we're going to start another wall. So we're actually going to place a block of quartz just there, red concrete, light blue, 1, 2, 3, quartz just there. Take your 3 quartz and go over for 2 blocks out from that wall. Then we can start a new wall just here. So this wall is worth 5 blocks, red concrete, light blue, and then your 3 lots of quartz on top. So you should be left with a big sort of rectangle just there, or even a square. It's kind of a very squashed square, not gonna lie. But yeah, that looks really cool. And then we can take our quartz and we can just go around the perimeter, right next to your original quartz, until you reach that point just there. Yeah, don't go around again. So leave those 4 blocks empty. Amazing. So we kind of have an upside down horseshoe sort of shape. That is what we want. That is looking great. Okay, so the last sort of details for this corridor over here, in this corridor section, is you can take your quartz blocks, and I'm actually going to cut into the floor next to the sandstone. Even if this is not right, I think that looks better anyway. And we are going to go ahead and remove all of these grass blocks to place our quartz in there instead. So again, a little bit of a grind, but let's get doing it. Alright guys, what I will say quickly about the flooring is please make sure to leave this hollow. If you've already filled it over, don't worry, you can always just change it up however you need to. But yeah, that is of course where the stairway is going to go, so make sure to leave it hollow if you can. Alrighty, so I've grabbed myself some new materials now. I've grabbed some smooth quartz once again, some red concrete once again, light blue concrete once again, this time stripped dark oak log, black wool, oak wood planks, glass, weighted pressure plate, that is one of the iron ones, and of course the iron doors. Now I went and checked both of these doorways, and I found out that there are 2 weighted pressure plates just here, in line with the sandstone, on those quartz blocks we built earlier. We are then going to put 2 iron doors facing towards the loading dock, and the second entrance in this case. And then I'm going to take my light blue and fill over the top of the doorway, like so. You can also then go ahead and fill over, you know, this outside section with some sandstone as well. If you want to quickly pick block that, I might actually do that real quick, and I can grab my light blue back from inside. There we go. It just looks better. It kind of fills it up a little bit nicer as well. Alright, and then there are of course 2 weighted pressure plates behind this door as well, so you can get out. Cool. Okay, now what we need to do next is, like I said, I've grabbed a load of new materials. So for this door frame, we do actually need to put some glass above the doorway. So we're going to go ahead and fill up the quartz for another 3. And then in line with the blue concrete, we are going to place 3 lots of glass. And that is a big open door frame, so we're going to leave that nice and hollow. Okay, so over here on this double one, we're going to place 2 in line with our light blue. And then we're going to place 2... Oh, my mistake. These are 2 birch doors, so we can grab those now. I actually was looking at those as if they were iron for some reason. There we go. So 2 birch doors with the handles facing one another, like so. And then weighted pressure plates on both sides. You may just have to place 2 quartz just here. Just place them there. Epic! Alright, that is looking awesome. Now what I'm going to do, I know it sounds super weird to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and place the glass blocks ready for our vending machines. So I'm going to go to the second block in from this right sort of wall going into the storage area. I'm going to go to here. I'm going to place 1, 2 up from the floor like so. I'm going to leave 1, 2 gap, and then I'm going to place 2 just here for our Coke machine just here. Cool. I know it's a little bit random to do that now, but it saves us some hassle later. And it's always so good to mark stuff out where they're going to go. Alright then, so the big room. The big sort of storage room. This is probably one of the hardest sections we're going to be building today, just because it is quite big, and obviously building big things in Minecraft, as we know, can be tricky in certain sections. So, we are going to take our black wall first of all. We are going to go a block under the light blue, and we're going to build out 2 for every single block, including the corners. So all the way around your perimeter, and over your glass blocks down below, until you reach about the other, kind of the end of that one just there. Okay, then we can drop down and build basically a nice wall around our windows on the inside with our black wool. Now the reason we do this is because these windows are extremely tinted. When I was looking at some pictures of the set and stuff like that, I don't know what they're like in real life. If the actual mall does have some window displays here, it would make sense if they did. Stuff that they sell inside. But on the Starcourt mall, what I could see, they were tinted extremely well. So that they could, you know, maybe this was because you could see actual parts of the real mall. Or maybe this is because something to do with the actual, you know, TV show. So if anyone knows any more details about that, definitely be sure to let me know in the comments. That'd be awesome. So let's fill these up. Cool. Okay, so we have like 2 blocks away in a sort of diagonal M shape, I guess you could say this is. So that is looking really good. That is what we want, and then you can come to the outside and you can check your work. So as you can see, it's looking very dark back here. You may just want to pop in and just add another row around the floor so that there's no grass showing, because otherwise that looks a little bit ugly. And you guys know what grass looks like, especially when you're trying to build something city. For a city, you don't want grass showing. So yeah, there we go, that's much better. Cool. Alright, and this is going to help us mark out where this big storeroom is going to go. So we're going to take our quartz once again. We are going to go in line with this wall over here, so next to the stairwell. And we're going to build this along until you reach that corner, and we can't go no further. Then we're going to turn back down, and we're going to go straight down to the bottom until we reach this corner just here. Perfect. And then back on ourselves to reach up this wall of the end of this wall that we built earlier. Now your red concrete goes over the top of these, and you guys know the drill. We are then going to do, of course, a light blue layer like this, and then we're going to do 3 lots of our smooth quartz block like this. Now I'm going to quickly skip this bit on because obviously it gets a little bit boring, which is totally cool. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright guys, so I've just filled up the rest of my wall over here, going around this entire sort of rectangle shape for our storeroom. I'm now going to go ahead and build the executive's office, the meeting sort of room over here. So what I'm going to do is take just my planks for this one, and I'm going to mark out where the perimeter of this room is going to go. So right up to that doorway, curves around this black wool wall, and goes into the storeroom wall just there. We're going to bring this right down to just this block here, so one away from the smooth sandstone pillar just here, and then curve it back on ourselves to go up to here, curve it back to go a block away from the door. Now we can go ahead and fill all these up until we reach the top of where it's going to be in line with the black wool. Now I'm going to skip this on as well because it might get a little bit boring. Also be sure to fill in the floor with some oak wood planks as well. Alright guys, that is looking awesome. We have now got our areas kind of completed now. I will go ahead and grab some new materials in a second so we can get this little section done as well, because it is only tiny and it would be weird if we just left it for another episode, you know, an entire episode on just that little room. So we'll get that done as well. So don't forget to make the 3 blocks above your door frame so you have this entire wall filled up, and there's just a little passage to get to the exterior door just here. Wicked. Now another quite grinding little bit we've got to do is take our stripped dark oak log, and we're going to fill up all of these blocks with your log facing towards the sky. So this is going to be a hell of a task, but we'll get there in the end. Let's go ahead and do that now. Alright then guys, so great job on that last bit. I know it was very hard work. If you did happen to just, you know, forget it and just go ahead and use planks or something, that is totally cool. I have no idea why I spent so much time just trying to make those look up to the sky. That was just, oh, hassle, you know. Hassle that was not worth it. But hey, it looks cool. Alright, so what we're going to do now is I've grabbed some new materials. Cacti, flower pots, oak leaves, buttons, red wool, glass pane, item frames, orange wool, and some barrels. We are going to need some more materials, but we'll grab those later on. So, dropping down to our vending machines, we are going to go 1, 2, just under this glass on the left side, and then we're going to go 1, 2 up the side. Over here, 2 along the bottom with the orange wool, and then 2 up the side for the orange wool just there. 2 stone buttons besides the glass on both of these, then a button underneath the glass on both of these. Item frame in the last block available, and then glass pane in both of those. A flower pot goes here, cacti goes here, and oak leaves go 2 stacked up just besides that. We are then going to go ahead and come to this corner here near the door, place a flower pot, cacti, 2 oak leaves with one facing towards this way, one stacked up in the corner like so. In this corner there is also another one. Just need to find a better picture so I don't mess this up. There we go. So flower pot in the corner, cacti, 2 leaves going up, and then a leaf there and a leaf there for the corner blocks. Switching right down here to this door that obviously Steve, Robin and Dustin and Erica run through, we are going to go flower pot on either side, cacti in both of these, and then 2 oak leaves stacked up on either side like so. Wicked. Now that is looking awesome. Okay, so as for the barrels, we need to go ahead and place these in the storeroom, just to mark out the middle of the room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to go about 4 blocks in from the door. On the 4th one, I'm going to place a barrel just there. Make sure this goes along for 3 blocks. Then I'm going to drop down, so I'm just here in line with this middle one. Place one just there. Then I'm going to go shift click on top of this one, so I can place one just there on its side. It doesn't matter which way you do these guys, however which way you want to do it is fine. Now I'm going to go 2 blocks away, and on 3 I'm going to place 4 in a row like this. Then on this end one, I'm going to stack one up just here. Place one over here diagonally away from the 4. And then one away from this end one, I'm going to place a block just there. Then one away from this one, I'm going to place 1, 2 stacked up, so maybe just have to shift click that. One here, and then one just there. If you need to pause the video here just to catch up, please feel free to do so, it's no problem at all. Wicked, we are now ready for our lasting materials for the storeroom and the vending machines. Oh, and we'll also get the stair materials if we can carry them. Let's do it now. Alright guys, so for our new materials, we have grabbed some iron bars, some smooth quartz stairs, oak wood, we have grabbed some iron trapdoors, chests, red carpet and orange carpet. For the carpets, you can probably guess where they go. They go on top of the vending machines for 2 blocks, one over the glass and then one over the wall like so. We are then going to do the staircase, so this actually goes iron bars all the way around on top of these quartz blocks we made earlier. Then just after the pressure plates, we are going to go down 3 blocks if you can. Of course, if you can't, please do not worry about it, it's not that important. I'm also going to pick blocks some more quartz so I can make this stairwell. So we may as well just mark this out now. So drop down in level in line with your 3, so you're like a block down from the 3rd stair, and place just these 4 just here. Then I'm going to go ahead and turn this around. So we now go over into this corner. And then I'm going to start to place a couple ones here. Let me just get a different picture up so I don't make a mistake. Yeah, that's cool. Alright. So let's just clear out this entire dirt. Gotta love dirt in Minecraft, dudes. Honestly, gosh. The amount of times we've had to just ferry it out today in this episode, as well as like many other episodes. It's crazy. Okay, so we're gonna have to place a couple blocks in line with the stairs, so 2 there, 1 there, 1 there, then we're gonna place 1 just here, and then we're gonna go down just there. So this next flight of stairs goes down 4 layers. So you kind of go into this back corner back here, but don't worry too much if you can't, like I said. Okay, cool. And then it's going to curve back around and go, you know, down further, but we'll leave some of this empty for now, just until we can actually have something to connect it to, really. You may just want to stack up some more blocks on the back though, so it looks a bit more connected. Then you can take your iron bars and place them on the quartz blocks, stacking up together as a sort of handrail going back up to the doors. And then for the rest of this perimeter, so these blocks that you're not going to use, so these 3 walls, we can go ahead and knock the dirt through and fill them up with, of course, the quartz blocks we've been using for the actual stairwell. So again, a little bit of a boring task, but once it's done it looks so much better than the dirt, so it's definitely worth doing. Here we go. And of course, make sure to use a swiftness potion if you wanted to clear areas out quickly or even place blocks quickly. Swiftness is the best way to go. And we're almost there now. Boom! Okay, so that is ready for the ground level, which we will add in a different episode. Wicked! Alright, so let's go to the storeroom. Let's grab ourselves our oak wood. I'm going to go straight back into this corner, and I'm going to go ahead and build up to 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go up to about 5 blocks for now. We can always shorten that down if we need to. Let's go 2 blocks away and build another 5-block pillar. Let's go 4 blocks away, and on 5th we're going to build another pillar. Let's go on 5th again. Let's go 1 block away. Then let's turn the corner. Let's go 2 blocks away, so on 3. 2 blocks away, so on 3. 1 block in this corner. And then we'll do... no, we won't do one there just at the moment. Alright, so back over here. So on the 3rd block away. On the 3rd block away. And then the 1 block away. Well, 2 blocks away technically. Then we'll do 2 again, so on 3. 2 again, so on 3. And then lastly, we'll go 1 again, so on 3. Oh, on 2 even. Oh my gosh. Just so that we've left a little bit of a gap for the actual doorway there. So we don't have, you know, it feeling like it's cramped. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and place a trapdoor just basically the top of the quartz block on the base. And this is going to represent our shelves for holding up the chests and things. Do it in these corners as well. Make sure to try and get everyone if you can, guys. So then you can go ahead and straight away put your chests on top. Double chest on that one. Double chest on that one. Boom. Almost there. My apologies. I'm very, very slow at placing chests. Okay, here we go. And then we can go ahead and place on the next lineup. So we're going to go up to here now. Are we though? Let me just check my photo real quick. Yeah, we will. Okay, we'll go here. So we go like 2 blocks away. Or you could even just go on the top of the blue. The top of the blue might actually look better. Let's do it there. Yep, this is much better. If you want to put your chest in first and then come back for your iron trapdoors, I can totally understand that. It's much, much quicker. There is a bit of a risk of opening the chest though, and that might be annoying, but whatever suits you. Almost there. Ah, come on, dude. Come on, I hit the barrel. Unfair. You caught me off guard. Oh, dang it. I'm doing it on purpose now. There we go. Okay, and then we can just shorten the wood down so it's only 5 blocks. 5 blocks? 4 blocks. Okay, 4 blocks. My mistake. Oh my gosh. I've really got to go back to school and count. Oh, jeez. Okay, so we have used up all the materials we have in our inventory. It's time to grab some more. Alright then guys, so for our executive meeting area, I've grabbed a bookshelf, dark oak wood stairs, dark oak wood slab, paintings, clock, item frame, and black concrete, as well as some stone buttons. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and go a block in and a block up from this wall over here next to the door to the right. I'm going to cut out 3 rows, well 2 rows of 3 like this, so only 6 blocks. I'm going to fill this in with my black concrete, and then closest to the door and the last black concrete block on this TV screen, we're just going to place 2 stone buttons like so. Now I'm not sure if this is a little bit too technologically advanced for the era, like the 80s. So maybe this is supposed to represent a projector, say, or something. I still don't know if that's... I really don't want to call anyone old by saying this stuff, but I was born in the 2000s, like 2001, so yeah. I don't want to slate anybody by saying the technology, you know, has advanced and stuff, but I don't want to get it wrong either, so let me know in the comments, guys. Okay, so then we're going to go just a block away from that, right up to the wall. We're going to place 1, leave a gap, 1, leave a gap, 1. So you've left a gap on either side as well for 3 stairs, like so. Taking our slab, we're going to go ahead and build a table with 2 blocks going along all of these stairs, like so. So that is 2 rows of 5. Then we can go ahead and place our 3 stairs in a block away once again. So they go right up to the desk sort of area. Then we can place a stair just in between these 2 blocks away. So on 3 you place it. Then we are going to build a desk, so we're going to need to remove some blocks, place some to remove some. So I'm going to go this row, and then the next row I'm going to build it. So place a block to remove it to get an upside down stair, place a block to remove it to get an upside down stair, then you can place a slab to connect that table along. 1 chair just there. Then we are going to take our bookshelves even, and we're going to go all the way up on either side for about 4 blocks so far. Then we're going to go 5 and connect it over. Then you can take your upside down stair, place 2 in the corners, kind of look like they're holding up the shelf. 1 slab just there, and 3 slabs along to build another shelf in there. So maybe the the executive of Starcourt maybe has a model of Starcourt in here or something to see where they can improve the development plans and stuff like that. Pretty cool. So some paintings are going to go in next. So we're going to go 2 blocks up from the floor, and we're going to place a 2x2 painting just here. So let's break the 2 blocks either side of it, place our painting in there. Let's go another 2 blocks away from this one and place 1 just here. So we need to remove those 2. Boom. That'll be fine actually. Then you can just pick block the planks back and just quickly place them in. Sorted. Now for the last little detail in this room, we are going to go above the sort of desk, the meeting area, and place a clock. Now we're going to go 2 blocks up from the stair, and on 3 we're going to place an item frame with a clock in facing the right way. Then we're going to take our... I didn't grow any trapdoors. What an idiot. I'm sorry guys, we need some dark oak trapdoors. Boom. We're going to place these with the 4 sort of squares where they normally be hollow on some of our builds, like Warren's books, where they were hollow for some of the bookshelves at the top there. We are going to go ahead and make sure they are sort of, the 4 squares are sticking out like a chocolate bar on all 4 sides besides this clock. And there we have it. The meeting area is completed. Quite a simple build, but it does look pretty cool, and it fills up a nice space in Starcourt. Alright, on to the next bit. Okay, so for this teeny tiny room over here, just besides the executive kind of room, we are going to go ahead and take our sandstones that we've used from the exterior wall, add your sandstone divider in, like we've done here, then add your normal sandstone in, besides the oak planks back there, place 2 rows of sandstone, and then we're going to add another row just here to connect up to the exterior walls. The materials you're going to need for the inside of this place, we have grabbed some iron bars, block of iron, stone buttons that is, iron trapdoors, and some levers. I'm going to drop into the floor and quickly place my smooth sandstone for the flooring. Almost like that, so. I always end up breaking something that I don't need to. There we go. So like so. Then we are going to go ahead and go a block away from the door, place 4 iron blocks stacked up for 2 rows like so. Iron trapdoors for this one over here on the far right. Then we're going to go to this corner, and we're basically going to go up 2, leave a block empty, and then build 2 here. Place a trapdoor this left corner, like so. We could even do this, let's do it over here actually, a little bit closer. So just the left corner like so. Then I'm going to go over here and kind of build a transformer. So this is actually going to be, in the middle of these 2, stacked up like so. Let's do it by a block, so we can put a lever on there like so. And in this corner to the right of the door, if you were inside of this place, we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, just right next to that door. 2 iron trapdoors on there. Now for these little sort of electronic things, you can just place alternating between your levers and buttons for all of these. Make sure they're only on the iron blocks, because adding them to the sandstone walls looks like the sandstone walls are maybe part of the electronics, and they're just there for adding a little bit of enclosed space really. They're not really there for the purpose of powering anything, so just keep that in mind. And let's go ahead and connect all of these up with some iron bars. So just go really crazy with these iron bars, connect up to every single corner, over and around until you reach up the other corner like so. So in a big square, you just got to make it look like cables and things like that. You can even use some cobwebs if you wanted to as well. I might just place some more just in here so it looks a little bit more. There we go. Fill it up. But yeah, super simple, definitely looks effective, and it works well. Let's get on to the next bit. Alright guys, so now we are on to the section that we've all been waiting for. The loading dock. We are going to need to grab ourselves some stone slabs, some stone pressure plates, some iron doors, some dark prismarine slabs, iron bars, smooth sandstone, block of iron, sea lanterns, and an iron trapdoor. Now first thing we want to do is we want to grab our stone slab. We are going to go from this corner down here, and we are going to go all the way along here. Now you'll notice it does block off this door frame a little bit, so you may need to just kind of take out those blocks we placed earlier. I'm sorry guys that we placed those. I'll try and edit that bit out. If I can't though, I really do apologise. Alright, that's cool. Then we want to go for another row just here. Then we are actually going to go ahead and build 2 blocks out just here and leave these two empty at the back, because that is where our sort of I think it's like a storage rack or something is going to go for tools, maybe to repair up the truck, or even some Russian based materials, you know. That's kind of taking away the point of the storage room, making it look a little bit more like a storage room even. Then we're going to do another layer, and now as we get to here, there is actually a red concrete block, so we are going to go ahead and put 2 just there. Going to do the same over here, so 2, then 3, then 3, then 3, and then 3. So 4 rows after those 2 on this left side. Sweet. We can then go ahead and put in our last 4 lots of 3 in this middle section for where the elevator is kind of connecting to the actual building. Awesome. Now you do drop down again to go inside, so for that we will have to replace these grass blocks with some sand, some stone even, but we'll do that later on. For now, what we are going to do is mark out our elevator. So on this sandstone block, we are going to go 1, 2, 3, and on the opposite side, we're going to do 1, 2, 3 as well. We are going to go up for a couple blocks, so about 3 blocks, let's say, on both sides, and then we'll go up 4. So just add another row to both of them. Then we're going to connect up this back one for 4 blocks in between those, and then we're going to fill in these bricks even with some smooth sandstone, like so, for 2 rows of 4. Sweet. Now we are going to go a block, kind of 2 blocks out on either side. So I'm actually going to go just here. I'm also going to go over here and place on there. So kind of 2 blocks even from this one just here. Don't know why I can't speak all of a sudden. Every single tutorial I just literally get my words mixed up. So annoying. And I apologise guys. Alright, so up these sides we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like so. Now I'm not sure if it looks the same on the inside. We may need to change up some of these blocks to make some stone blocks. For that, because we've actually just used up our slab now, I'm going to go ahead and replace my slab with, of course, my stone block, which is now down here with the oars. Cool. So let's go ahead and replace a couple of these blocks, 2 rows at the moment, in the floor like so. And we can go ahead and place our doors in a second as well. What I'd recommend is I'd do it for another one. Let's just go another one just in here. And then our doors are going to go on this back section, because we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, block of iron on each side, and 2 over the top like so. You can then drop in the floor, you may as well place some iron blocks there. Iron doors on the front, facing towards the loading dock area. And then we're going to stick our stone pressure plates just there in front. Awesome. Now for this back section, you notice obviously the elevator doors are facing towards the loading dock. That's totally cool, because you could put some more doors on here if you'd like to. I'm not going to worry about that too much, because you know you're not really going to see it too well. But if you are, you know, you like to add in a lot of detail and things, then feel free to do that, guys. That's totally cool. So now I've got that done, I'm going to place a block there. I'm going to place a block there of iron. I'm going to place stone in these 2. Stone just a block away on the corner. Stone just a block away. Stone here. And then I'm going to do basically the same again. So stone that corner. Kind of alternating between my materials. I'm going to leave this middle bit empty for a second. I'm going to do it here, here, here on this corner. And then as we go back in, we are going to have to do 2 rows of stone to match up to the doors. Like so. So if you want to pause the video right here just to catch up or whatever, please feel free to do so, guys. It's no problem at all. Awesome. So, taking our block of iron, this is going to be our inside of our elevator. So we're going to just take out all of these blocks and add in some block of iron for our flooring. So let's do this whole thing. I will just go ahead and add some more stone blocks in a second. So just 1 there and 1 there. And then if you wanted to add your double doors in once again, just add them in there, guys. So let's build up the elevator going up to just there. So the top of that sort of lobby area. That is about 4 blocks high. Yep. So go around the perimeter of your elevator and build up all of these blocks to 4 blocks high, corresponding to their base block. So all those stone ones are going to be stone pillars, and all these iron ones are going to, of course, be iron pillars. So almost there now. There we go, and then this one. Perfect. Now we can go ahead and take our iron, go around the perimeter of this to fill it over, to make it look like, of course, it's going to be on sort of hydraulic pulley systems for taking this right down to almost the Earth's core, really. It looks like it goes down that far. Pretty cool. Then we are going to go ahead and add in a strip of iron just there, and a strip of iron just there, so on the stone pillar that we've built earlier. Then I'm going to place a block of stone there, and a block of stone there. 2 sea lanterns on both those ends, and then finish it off with a stone block on either side. 1 row of stone just there, 1 row of stone facing towards the front, and this middle section is 2 rows of sea lanterns even. Now over here, I'm going to take out that stone block and I'm going to place an iron trapdoor in there just to add a little bit of detail just there. Awesome, guys. We have marked out where the Russian elevator is. Let's pop on the inside, add in our pressure plates just here. Of course, if you had the doors in, it would look a little bit different, but that's totally cool. Going to add 2 iron blocks, well 4 iron blocks in total, just there. So now we have this big space for our elevator. Now we're going to come back later to add the details in, but that is literally just chests and scaffolding and barrels. So if you want to do that now, that's totally cool. Alright, so coming to the outside and the sort of loading dock area, we are going to go ahead and make this cool looking signpost thingy up the top here. So this is actually quite hard to build, so I'm going to have to be careful how I rebuild this, because I do not want to make a mistake for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and place a block just there, a prismarine block, prismarine slab even, on the highest block possible on this smooth sandstone row. I'm going to do that on both sides, so it's above the hole in the floor we made earlier. Then I'm going to go ahead and extend this out by a block. Then I'm going to build the back one up by a block like so. So that is actually a block of dark prismarine. Then I'm actually going to go ahead and take 2 rows and fill these up to a block's worth for this middle section, like so. So for those 4 blocks in there, they're actually worth a block in height. Then iron bars just on these end ones, and then iron bars coming out of the wall and suspending in midair to make it look like it's being held up for the little overhang for the roof there. Pretty cool stuff. Now I'm going to do this quite a way forward, so I'm going to do it about here. Let's just double check how many that is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Let's go 20, just to make it nice and even. So yeah, just go ahead and fill in, let's just mark it out real quick, this perimeter with your stone. So up to here. Let's do that now, guys. Alright then, guys, so now what we're going to do is we're going to grab some red carpet, some red wool, some oak wood planks, some ladders, some white stained glass pane, item frames, barrels, chests, and some scaffolding. Now first things first, we are going to go inside the Russian elevator and get this completed. So going to the right of our doors, we're going to place an item frame just there, and a white stained glass pane in just there for this sort of scanner reader, I guess you could call it. I'm not really that sort of, I don't really know what the word is, but I'm not very savvy with like that sort of technology. So if anyone knows the actual name, I think it's like a biometric scanner, but I'm not sure. Maybe that's a little bit too, advanced. Again, I'm not sure. So once we come inside anyway, we are going to grab ourselves our barrels, our chests, our scaffolding, and of course our ladder. We are just going to go crazy. So we're just going to alternate between all 3, well 4 in this case, because obviously the ladders are our different things. So make sure to get similar amounts in certain sections with all of these. So you may just want to go around the perimeter of the elevator, spamming different materials at the moment, and then you can always come back and change up if you got one too many thing, like over here for example. Oh no. Oh, crumbs. Okay, I'll sort that in a second. always, guys, every single time I end up doing something silly like that. And I apologise for it. You guys deal with it a lot. Okay, so we're almost there now. So maybe a couple bits more of scaffolding over here. That over there. Make this. Try and make none of the chests connect up if you can help it. just because it looks a little bit better if they're like single chests. It looks like there's a lot more sort of storage, if that makes sense. I know in Minecraft terms it's not, but in this sort of instance it looks like it a little bit more. Alright, let's just quickly go ahead and replace that block in. Where did I break it? It was over here, wasn't it? Yeah, it was down here. Okay. I'm so sorry, guys. There we go. So, once you've spammed your blocks and hopefully not broken any of the elevator, you are completed, and you can, if you want to, you can get rid of these barrels, the chests, and not the ladder just yet, though. Let's pop back outside before I break anything else. Let's go to this double gap over here we made in the sort of pathway. Place your 2 planks, and then place 2 ladders above that, like so. We're going to place our red wool in these 2 holes either side of the doorway, and then red carpet on top of those, like that. Wicked! We are now ready to go on to the next step. Alright guys, so for the last step in our Starcourt Mall loading dock tutorial, we are going to need to grab ourselves some white concrete, some red concrete, some leather horse armour, an item frame, blue concrete, iron trapdoor, iron bars, black concrete, and a stone button. Now this section is quite big for material wise, so this is not all the materials. We will grab some more later on. So we are going to go over here, and to the left of this red wool block on the left of the doorway, we are going to go and start to count here, so a block away. We are going to go 1, 2, and on 3, place a block just there. We're also going to do the same a block away, like so. We're also going to do the same for a block away in front of both of these, so you now have 4 wheels like so. Stone buttons on all of these wheels, like that. Iron trapdoors in between those 3 facing towards the back section, like so. We can then go ahead and take our white concrete, and we are going to have to place one to remove one to get that overhang just there. That is going to go 3 blocks by 3 blocks, like so. Then we're going to take our iron trapdoors. This may get a little bit tricky to place these, but you're going to come underneath the white concrete and place them like so. Awesome. We can now take our blue concrete, and we are going to go right the way along the bottom for about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very long truck trailer. Looks really, really cool. Let's do the same on the opposite side. So a block away, like so. Then towards the back, so where we built this very big, white concrete area, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the exact same a block away. Wicked. Now we're going to place a white concrete block on the ends of both of those 4 long blue concretes, and red concrete on the ends of those. Then we can fill up the rest of the trailer with white concrete. I know it's starting to look a little bit like a French flag, but it's going to look like a Lynx trailer in no time. Cool. Alright, so also on the front you can go ahead and add in the rest of the materials just to fill that up around there. So blue concrete connecting the blue, and 2 whites connecting the whites. Sweet. So a block in from the trailer, you could just want to place a iron trapdoor, an iron bar even just there, almost like a stabilizer to hold the trailer stood up, standing up basically. So let's go shift click around the underneath of this truck now, and fill up all of these blocks with iron trapdoors, just to add a little bit more detail that this truck is not just made of concrete, basically. Awesome. That is looking really good, guys. Okay, so on the red concrete blocks, we are going to place an item frame on both sides, and then we are going to go ahead and take our leather horse armor, and this is kind of the logo for, I'm not really sure what this logo is, to be honest. I might have to do some more research for you guys. But on this side, it's going to go upside down, and with the head facing towards the horizon, and the sky there. So that's the side of the door. And on this side, we're going to do this one with the head facing upwards and the right way up, like so. Wicked. I now need to go and grab some new materials, and we will be right back. That was Amazon Alexa. She's just trying to get into my videos. I apologise, guys. I'll be right back. Alright then, guys, for the finishing details on our Lynx trailer over here, we are going to need to make these banners. And to do that, you're going to need to grab yourself 4 white banners and some blue dye, or of course some lapis lazuli if you want to use that. I've also grabbed myself a polished andesite slab for this roof up here, which we'll do later, and I've grabbed a loom, of course, to mess about with my banners. So there is no outlining with these banners. We are just going to go ahead, mark these out in our inventory real quick, like space them out, and then drop these straight in and get making our letters. So first banner in, a left skinny row, and a bottom row like so. That is our L done. For our Y, what we are going to do, this may get a little bit tricky, so definitely stay tuned. We are going to go for a diagonal line facing down to the right, like so. I am then going to go ahead and take my blue dye out. I did need to grab some white dye. I completely forgot about that. That was my mistake. And you want to go for this one so that it's going to like cut off half of the banner. So if you go ahead and, you know, add another dye in, which I'll do now with my white dye, it will go ahead and cut off that bottom row like so, and that is what we want to grab. Let's grab that now. Take your white dye out and place your blue dye back in, and go for this one over here, this left sort of diagonal line. Then need to make my N, so I'm going to go for a left skinny row, and I'm going to do a sort of weird N for this one. I'm going to go for a, how did I do it on my other one? Okay, I'm sorry guys, should have checked this before. So that goes in, then we're going to do the diagonal line going down to the right, like this, and then we're going to do the right line even, like that. That makes sense, that makes so much more sense than what I was trying to figure out just then, my mistake. Alright, so what we're going to do is for our last one, we need to make an X, and that is super simple. Banner goes in, left line or a right line, diagonal, so both the diagonal lines, and they have an X. Or a flag for Scotland. Pretty cool. Let's take our banners back out. Let's make sure they line up with these ones. Of course, the only problem with these banners and not outlining them is with the Y and the X, there is way more of the white banner showing than the L and the N there, because of course these are like very, very small lines. Whereas of course we've used like a quarter of the banner down here. So if you maybe wanted to outline the L and the N there, then you totally could, and that would look pretty awesome. Okay, so L, Y, N, X. Just starting on this blue concrete and working your way down to that white concrete just there. L, Y, X, N, X, just like so. And then I just got rid of my andesite slab, which is just really annoying, I'm so sorry. Here we go, so polished andesite slab goes over the top for that finished look. Now you could add some storage boxes inside of this, and obviously add in the floor, but it really is up to you guys how you want to do it. But yeah, there we have it. That is this part of Starcourt completed. Oh, that was actually quite hard towards the end. I'm sorry for my banner mistake there. I'm still a banner noob myself. I apologise guys. Thank you so much for watching this Wheelassassin video. You guys are absolutely legends. If you do want to join the Assassin Hood and continue with my Stranger Things content and my builds and things, please definitely consider subscribing. That'd be amazing. If you guys would like to drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it, then please do that. That'd be awesome. Have an amazing day. Please take it easy. Stay safe, of course. And I'll see you at the next Wheelassassin video coming very, very soon. Goodbye for now, everybody.